What's going on, boys? I would say and girls, but I'm pretty sure there's no girls in here. What's going on, boys? I would say and girls, but I'm pretty sure there's no girls. Volume downed. So, Friday night, what's going on, kids? Uh, it's me. I'm back. I thought about coming on here tonight and just doing a random stream because I enjoy talking to you guys so much and I miss it. And I need to start doing these. I say this all the time. I need to start doing these more often, maybe with a schedule of some sort so you guys know when to expect me on here. First thing I would like for you guys to do tonight, the few of you that are in here, do me a favor and click my Patreon link in the description of this stream and go to my Patreon page and leave some kind of comment or post or something because I'm curious if I've even got the thing up and running correctly. I've had it on here for 3 or 4 weeks now, and I don't, there's either nobody been going on it, which that's fine, you know, I don't expect people to just jump over there and start handing over $100 bills. I just want to know if I've got it working right. So if you guys would do that for me, check that out. And like I said, there's a place in there where you can post. I think that's comments. Let me know what's going on. What's going on? So what is going on with everyone? The General, Gate City, my boy Gate City, Hound Dog, Greg G, Uncle Lou in the house. Small Ball. Who else we got here? Uncle Lou, what's going on, buddy? And my man, I've already said his name already, Flint. Gate City Blue Devil. And Hound Dog very disrespectfully says, woo, fuck Florida. Such bad language coming from a Tennessee fan. How dare you use such vile language as the word Florida on my channel? General, you take that back right now. I don't like hearing those nasty words on here. Yeah, I wish that was true, Uncle Lou, about Mullen retiring for health reasons. But even if he were, and even if you weren't joking, it wouldn't help us anyway, because we still probably couldn't beat him. We're still a couple of years away. And, I talk to a lot of Tennessee fans that still don't get that. So many Tennessee fans think we're going to win 10 games this year. 9 games. It's not happening. Just not happening. Unless we get a bunch of lucky breaks and, we get a couple of offensive linemen somewhere from out of the NFL to come join our team. We're still a couple of recruiting seasons away, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I just hope we can keep a coach around here long enough to see what happens. And we'll see what happens. So what is going on? What's going on with everybody on this Friday night? I'm bored. I tried to get on here about an hour earlier, but my cousin dropped by. And you know how it is when cousins drop by in East Tennessee, shit goes down. And now we got to talking about various and sundry items, and I lost track of time before I ran him out. Oh, Tennessee fans going to get over the brand name Tennessee. We're not who we once were. That's true, small ball. We're not. And General says 8-4, third in the East. I will take that. I still think we're going 7-5. 8-4 is possible. I want to give a recommendation to you people. By the way, this is totally out of the blue. I ran across this guy today, and you guys may have ran across him already by now. Or he may have shown up in your feed today too for some reason. But this guy called, holy shit, I've done forgot his name. Truth Surge is his name. Truth Surge. I've watched about 24 of his videos since I found this guy, and the dude is amazing. He's a singer, he's a guitar player, musician. He's even done voiceovers for the NFL Network. I'm convinced that he's got to be some sort of music producer, singer, all of the above, band member, something from the 70s. He looks about 90 in some of his videos, but he's really not that old. When he's shaving, he looks like George Carlin. But the guy's amazing, and I'm going to drop his link in here. Obviously, I get nothing for promoting this guy other than passing a few more subs maybe to his way, because I think some of you guys, if you watch him, you'll end up subscribing to him because he's just that amazing. My cousin's convinced it's all auto-tune and the guy's not really singing, blah, blah, blah. He's amazing. You subscribe to that guy, General? I would advise everyone watch a few videos before they subscribe to anybody. That's just me. But, you know. You'll like him, General. The guy's amazing, man. He sings everything from Motley Crue to Alan friggin' Jackson, and you can tell it's really him. The first song I heard of his was "Too Fast for Love," I think, or "Too Young to Fall." One of them damn songs off of that album for Motley Crue, and I was sitting in a restaurant trying to eat, listening to this, and I was like, "That's not that dude singing. He's just lip syncing." He's not lip syncing. It was really him. Anyway, I'll shut up about this guy. Just go check him out. Okay, good, Flint. Thank you for doing that. Because I was starting to wonder. I saw too on Bad Dog's page, and I haven't noticed if Uncle Lou, if you're still in here, I haven't noticed if you do this on your page or not. I'm sure you probably do. It says join. And you click on the join tab, and you can join Bad Dog's. You can join something for $4.99 a month and get all kinds of perks and blah blah whatever. I'm sure it's just another way of helping support his channel. But that's cool, man. That looks cool. That looks like something I want to do. I did not know that you could do that. Of course, there's a lot of things I still have yet to learn about this YouTube thing. Headed to Cali tomorrow. Flying. Now, yeah, I would hope you're not going on a bus. You sure are a world traveler, General, for someone your young age. If you ever need anybody to stow away in one of your luggage bags, let me know. Let's see. Yeah, where is Crying Ryan? Is he in here? He's usually in here. Of course, again, this is a random, unannounced stream. Apparently, you got the notification. Otherwise, Flint wouldn't be in here, and I'm kind of surprised, being Friday night, that Uncle Lou's in here. Oh, he does his stream about 10 o'clock, I think. So if Uncle Lou is still in here, he won't be here long. Congrats to Uncle Lou, by the way, for the 18,000 plateau heli. Plateau heli might be at 19,000 by now. The way that dude's channel is rocketing upwards. Yes, the General is indeed a Renaissance man. No, that's not what you said, is it? A reconnaissance. Am I saying that right? Yeah, Uncle Lou's trying to get to 20,000 subscribers before. What's up, Ladder? To get to 20,000 subscribers before football season. I predict he gets to 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Maybe before the end of this week coming up. Who knows? Speaking of next week, my daughter graduates next week. So yay to you, Kayla. Although I know you're not watching, you better be at work. At least I know if she's at work, she's not out somewhere in town speeding, not wearing her seatbelt. I don't know what to do about that, man. Any suggestions how I can make this child wear her damn seatbelt? I'm all for it. A bad wreck wasn't enough. So I don't know what it's going to take. Yeah, he will, Ladder. He's crushing it right now. And he's doing it, too, without having to he's doing it by himself. In other words, he's not needing, I don't know what I'm trying to say, no outside help, so to speak, promoting or whatever. But yeah, thanks to my title sponsor, ETI, Everhart Transportation, was over there this week. Saw my man Klein. Things going well over there. Saw his son yesterday in practice. Still a growing boy and still mashing defensive linemen. And so I can't wait to see my boys play this fall. And yes, I'm more excited to watch my green team than I am my orange team, because I know what my orange team is going to put on the field this year. I don't know what the Green Devils will put on the field this year. It's very much up in the air as to what kind of team we'll have this year. But I can bet you it'll be a good one. Yeah, I do too, man. I hate wearing my seatbelt, but I don't have any other choice. I can't be getting pulled over. I read that. He probably did, man. That dude's read more books than a librarian. Oh, that was painful to the ears. Talked to Catfish earlier today, as I generally do on a day-to-day basis. Out there traveling the roads, safely delivering our goods for us. Oh, well, you guys need to give me something to talk about tonight. It's going to be evidently a small stream. Everybody's watching NBA basketball, I guess, tonight. What's the opposite of congratulations? Whatever the opposite of, we'll call it uncongratulations to the Tennessee Vols softball team, who unceremoniously bowed out in their first game yesterday to Auburn in a single elimination SEC tournament. I did not know they did that. For some reason, I thought all baseball and softball tournaments were just automatically double elimination. But apparently not so in the SEC tournament. No, Uncle Lou, I haven't been paying attention, actually. I never pay attention to the comments because I get people like you in here. And if you're talking about the internet, no. I don't get on the internet enough. I don't do enough of anything lately, to be honest with you. I probably need to be doing that more. And I did say congratulations to you, asshole, for 18,000 subscribers. So there. Pay attention to that. Let's go back up and look and see. I do have a problem even with the new specs following the comments sometimes. I think I got my computer a little bit too close. I don't have enough room here to move myself back far enough, or to move the computer back far enough, so I'm going to have to rearrange this setup here soon and have myself some more room so I can break my 32-inch monitor out and be able to see this shit. So what is going on? Let me look it up, Lou. You better not be lying to me, man. Obviously I don't believe about what's his face, Mullen, retiring for health reasons. That would just be too friggin' ironic. Let's see. We'll Google this. Florida football sucking ass lately. See what we come up with that. Oh, why your team sucks. The Florida Gators. Fox Sports Knoxville. That's the first thing to pop up when you Google Florida football sucking ass lately. That's good to know. Let's see. Yeah, I could care less about the NBA. I've had a couple people ask if I would stream live the NBA games, and I thought about it because I see people are doing good doing those, but I don't think I could sit through an NBA game. And no, Uncle Lou, I didn't notice that. I listen to sports talk a lot when I'm driving around this metropolis that I live in when I can pick it up. But I don't get on here and study things enough, and especially as much as you do. I don't understand how you do it, man, with a family. Of course, I guess it doesn't take a whole lot of time to go type and pull some shit up on the internet, but I just don't do that enough. I guess I'll have to change that, won't I? I know, right? Florida is the official transfer portal. They could have came up with something better to call it besides that, don't you think? Like for Florida, they could call it the transfer porthole. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Hound Dog, I don't get on the internet and I don't watch the news. Especially, I can't stand to watch ESPN these days because I just don't like ESPN. Well, let me see if I can do that. Lou's getting ready to do a stream at 10 o'clock himself, so he probably don't want to call in. In this highly technologically advanced studio and setup of mine here, where Sharpies and cardboard are the way of the day, I don't have a great phone setup or call-in scenario like some of the bigger YouTubers like Uncle Lou, Catfish, Pigskin Pete, and some of the other guys have. So I probably couldn't take a phone call right now even if I wanted to. Actually, Uncle Lou knows my number. So, Uncle Lou, if you have the time and you are so inclined and would like to call my phone for a few minutes and talk mad shit about the Florida Gators, you're perfectly welcome to. Because like I said, this is a random stream tonight. Nothing planned about it. Just one fat, toothless hillbilly dude hanging out with all my good friends, talking whatever y'all want to talk about. There we go. Okay, so what's going on, Uncle Lou? Oh, I don't know what that was, but break it down for us.
Hey, good morning, Nat.
Oh, that's the general. That ain't Uncle Lou. That's the general. What's going on, General?
No, this Uncle Lou here. But good morning. Also, in addition to that as well. But listen, I haven't seen this many people evacuate Gainesville since the last time they made up a fake hurricane to try to get out of playing a football game. This is unbelievable.
Well, tell me all about it, since evidently I'm the only one on the planet that doesn't know about it, according to you. And
yeah, confirmed on that. You are the only one that doesn't know. So let me recap it for you. But about 2 weeks ago, they lose their 4-star quarterback that they signed in the 2019 class. But he was one of the highest players they signed in their 2019 class. He transferred out, and then there was all those rumors about him sexually assaulting a girl in his dorm room and all this kind of stuff, and that's why he left, and yada, yada, yada. Okay, fast forward to yesterday. Another freshman.
I think I did hear this, but go ahead.
These are freshmen now, early enrollees that enrolled in January. So, I mean, these people ain't even played a game yet. So Jalen Jones, quarterback, gone. Now Christopher Steele, a defensive back, the highest-rated player on Florida's entire team, and the highest-rated recruit they signed in the 2019 class, he announces yesterday he's entering the transfer portal. Well, it comes out he was roommates with Jalen Jones, and going all the way back to when they first enrolled at Florida, he didn't like Jalen Jones. He thought he was trouble, whatever. He went to the coaches. He was like, look, I can't be around this guy.
Asked to be moved.
Yeah, he's up to no good. I need to be moved.
Yeah.
Lip service. Oh yeah, we'll get to it. We'll do it. We'll do it in the spring. Spring comes around. Oh, we'll do it after spring semester. We'll do it. We'll do it when we come back for summer. And and then all that stuff happened with Jalen Jones, and I guess it came out that Christopher Steele was his roommate, and people were saying, well, I wonder if he had anything to do with it, which he didn't. And anyway, he just got pissed off. His parents got pissed off, so he entered the transfer protocol. If you talk to the Miami fans, it's called the transfer protocol. And so he dipped out, highest rated player they had. Here come the Florida fans with the whole "we don't need him" routine. You know how they do. Well, I don't need. You sign a guy who's the best player ever. He leaves. We never needed him to start with. Meanwhile, guess how many 5 stars are on Florida's team? Just take a guess.
2.
Entire team.
3.
0.
Wow.
1. The only ones they had just left.
Is Butch Jones coaching down there now or something? Did I miss that too? I mean,
that's going around too. Dan Mullen, Butch Jones in disguise. So Christopher Steele must have got a hold of a bunch of other recruits or something, because since he announced he was leaving yesterday, almost their entire, and I know 2021 is a long time away, and these people sometimes decommit anyway. Almost their entire 2021 class decommitted between yesterday and today. And 1 or 2 of their 2020 guys, it's just a complete disaster. Dan Mullen sent his wife to beg Christopher Steele not to transfer. Jesus, have you seen Dan Mullen's wife? I wouldn't talk to people's wife, but just Google it if you get a chance.
That's not pathetic at all, is it?
No. It's just a complete disaster down there. Complete shit show. Of course, Dan Mullen probably giving a press conference right now, where he's going to rag Georgia for no reason. Remember the quote he gave about when you asked him about Justin Fields, and he was like, well, I guess it's a shame when a school recruits a guy and tells him a bunch of lies just to get him there, then the kid shows up and realizes it's not what he thought he was and leaves before he ever plays a game. Yeah, how about look around, buddy, before you run your fat mouth again. Meanwhile, you lost to Georgia 78-24 over the last 2 years. Complete disaster down there. You know what? This almost tops last year when they had like 7 players, including Emory Jones, running around barefoot with a hairnet on, chasing a bookie with a frying pan. Remember that? That was last offseason. 2 off seasons ago, you had half the team suspended for credit card fraud. Just business as usual down in Gainesville.
So I guess the question is, why do they keep coming? Is this going to finally put an end to it? I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, it looks like pretty much putting an end to it now. Like I said, entire 2021 class decommitted. 2020 class heading out the door soon. 0 5-stars on the roster. Of course, you can throw a rock in Florida and hit about half a dozen 5-stars, but you can't get one to come to Gainesville. Unbelievable.
Well, I wondered when somebody was going to finally outdo Tennessee in the embarrassment column, and it looks like it might be Florida. And
listen, it's so bad. It's so bad. Even the Tennessee fans on Twitter are liking me today.
Oh, that is bad.
Yeah.
That is bad.
Yeah. They're liking my tweets. That's how bad it is today. Yeah, Vol, Twitter, and Uncle Lou are on the same team. That's how bad it is in Gainesville right now.
Well, I think what that probably is just them kind of cuddling up to you a little bit because they know how angry you're going to be when we kick Georgia's ass this year. You know.
I heard you say you're going 7-5. You're a smart man. Oh, I heard you say this too. You were like, I don't understand some of these Tennessee fans who think we win 10 games. Sir, you were one of those Tennessee fans for 8 years.
Wait a minute. Time out before you go any further. I was one of those fans, but I think it was pretty well known that I was just blowing smoke.
Negative, Ghost Rider. No.
I'm not owning it. I'm not doing it. You can't make me believe it. You can't make me say it. I ain't doing it. I was just joking. And you can't take that back from me either.
Okay, just joking when you pissed on that Lane Kiffin shirt too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, everybody knows I love Lane Kiffin. I have nothing but love for the guy.
I figured it was a joke whenever I watched it and laughed the whole time.
Yeah, that was all just a ruse to get subscribers and views. You
need to get back to that too. You should have come on tonight's show raring to go. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Go live and anytime. Well, I don't know what to talk about. This big breaking news here.
That's why I have guys like you in the comments to help me. I'm old, Uncle Lou. I'm not still in my 20s like you. Or 30s or 40s. So I have brain farts for me are not even often anymore. It's just like part of my everyday waking brain activity.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. 6 of one is half a dozen of the other. But you know what else they say? You got to strike while the iron is hot.
That's true. They do say that, and unfortunately for me, the iron was hot about 8 years ago, and I forgot to strike. So I'm trying to get the iron hot again, and then I'll strike.
Very rare that iron gets hot in the off season.
Yeah, I know.
Striking opportunity. Of
I
course, I
do.
didn't today either. I took the day off, but of course, I made 3 videos yesterday.
Yeah, I've been. I'm not gonna say that I've been going through some personal issues because I haven't. I've just been going through like a what the hell do I want to do streak here lately. I've got equipment, so to speak, now thanks to a certain corporation, and I'm not sure quite yet which direction to go with it. It's tough, trying to decide whether I want to be an asshole and talk shit to and about every college program in America, or be a nice guy and kind of nuzzle up to everybody and be friends with everybody. That's a tough call for me.
Yeah, well, the former definitely works. But you sound like a Florida recruit. You might not be really sure which direction you want to go. I understand, sir.
Well, we can't all be Georgia, Uncle Lou. We had our shot in the 90s, and, unfortunately, the powers that be decided to take that away from us when they got rid of our heavy guy. And hopefully the heavy guy can bring us back to where we're at least competitive because, well, I mean, you know what it was like when Georgia sucked and wasn't competitive with everybody. It sucks.
I remember back 25 years ago.
Oh, now it's not been that long ago, Uncle Lou. Let's not be ridiculous.
Hell, it wasn't. It was the 90s. It was the 90s when Georgia wasn't no good.
Well, that was only 19 years ago.
Huh? It was good in like 98, 99, and also in 2. It was about the mid-90s when we was terrible. But yeah, I do vaguely remember it, and which is why I'm able to have empathy for Vol Nation.
Yeah, you show it too in your videos and your content. You show great empathy.
I actually do. What was the video I made yesterday? Oh, ranking the Power 5 conferences. And I went through and I got to the part about the SEC, and I said something about Tennessee, and the next thing I knew, I had ranted for like 15 minutes about Tennessee, and I went ahead and cut that entire thing out of the video.
Well, that was kind of you. Hang on here. I've got some work to tend to in the comments up here. I got my man Roland in here asking his question. I've just got to go back and find it now. Are you aware of the Roland Marlin question of the day? You're probably not. He asks a question every time he comes into my stream. It's a BBD Uncle Lou catfish question, and he'll ask things like who would win a NASCAR race between the three. Who would this, who would that. So I'm trying to find what is. Here it is. Who would win at dice, BBD, Catfish, or Uncle Lou? I'm going to say Uncle Lou because Uncle Lou is definitely more shady than me and Catfish. So he would probably figure out a way to cheat and not get caught and kick our ass at it.
If I won a game of dice, it would be because I cheated, 100% for sure.
Yeah, because it's easy to cheat when you roll dice.
I reckon.
What's up to Devils times 4, my boy Aaron Ross, Pop, LSU Scooter, and you too, Roland Marlin, Matt W., everybody in here, everybody just coming in, say hello to a relatively unknown guy named Uncle Lou who decided to randomly call this random live stream tonight. So, and we're...
And now I got to run this movie night here at the Lou household.
Gotcha.
Watch a movie and troll some Gator fans on Twitter. Appreciate you referring to me as a kind guy a few minutes ago. It means a lot coming from you, of course. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You're a kind guy too. The kind you find beat up in an alley somewhere. But have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you again real soon, sir.
You too, buddy. Have a good one. Enjoy your movie night. Our resident Georgia fan, Uncle Lou, calling in for just a moment there. Always fun and entertaining as well as interesting to talk to Uncle Lou. Shady Lou, says Latterus. Let's see, Matt W. Being a nice guy makes your life a lot easier. In some ways it does. Devils times 4 went to practice this week. Boys are looking good. I don't know if you've been by there or not. Two definite leaders on that team this year. I'm sure you can figure out which two that is. Well, more than two, probably 3 or 4. Sea Cruise Sports, what's going on with you? Will Missouri be any good even though they have a bowl ban? I'm going to say no. Mainly because they lost their quarterback. It's going to be hard to replace him this year. Even though I know they've got what's his bucket that transferred. I don't know how much help he's going to be to you guys, but you guys will still be good. I think you guys are stuck right now in a cycle kind of like us where things are kind of unknown. But that would be a question for someone who knows a lot more about college football than I do right now. Because I've told you guys this before, and I hate that it's like this, and only I can change it. But I just don't follow recruiting and the off-season stuff like I used to. And crazy enough, this is the time to be doing that. I mean, this day and age, there's no excuse for me not to know about all this shit going on in Florida. But save for the guy that wanted moved away from his roommate, I don't have. Well, I guess I've got the time. I just don't have the inclination to get on there every day and do this stuff, that stuff. And I don't know, for some of the other Tennessee fans. I mean, does it give you pleasure, enjoyment to see this kind of stuff going on at other schools, or does it just remind you of how bad things have been for us? I'm telling you, man, I'm ready for some change. We got to have some goodness on the hill, because all this sucking has gotten old, and it sucks. Roland, that was not a very good question for you. You usually do better than that. I'll give you a do-over. Give you a do-over on that one. Yeah, you could say that, Mo, but the Pissin' on the Kiffin t-shirt was the original TTC Shocker. That was the original. That was probably one of, if not the first, YouTube videos that went viral on a national stage. That was before EDP. That was before Uncle Lou. That was before a lot of us other idiots that have found themselves on a national sports show. Hell, I got made fun of by, oh God, I've done forgot his name. John Daly. John Daly, wearing a orange and black leopard skin looking type suit, made fun of me on his show one night. His show lasted about 2 months, so that shows you how popular it was. See here. You can't do a sports show and not be in. That's true, Hound Dog. This is not a sports show, even though it's listed technically as sports down there in the description, and I have Tennessee stuff on my banner and all that good stuff. Technically, I can claim this to not be a sports show. It's a show where, well, it's not even a show, really. I still don't know if I like the term show. It is a stream where you guys are free to talk about anything you want to. If it happens to be sports, that's great. That's really great, actually. If it happens to be Tennessee football you want to talk about, that's even greater. And why can't we can't all be the most overrated program in the country? That's true, Pop Pop. You can't. There can only be one most overrated anything. My guys never win. Your guys never win, letters. I'm probably still saying your name wrong. I think secretly, Matt, Uncle Lou does love Tennessee. I do. I think secretly he loves Tennessee, and he wishes we were great. And he's going to get his wish pretty soon. Go back up a little bit here. You know what, Hound Dog? I don't know. Tennessee dodged a major bullet not getting Mullen. I don't know if that's true or not. Time will tell. Jury is still out on what Mullen will do in Gainesville, and jury is certainly still out on what Pruitt will do in Knoxville. But I know one thing. I like the way Pruitt talks a lot better than I like the way Mullen talks. Well, I think, Scooter, I think that was more of a Butch Jones issue than a Tennessee issue about Alvin Kamara. A lot of us didn't know it, didn't want to admit it. If we did know it, Butch Jones was an idiot. The 2 9-4 seasons, looking back on it now, I still don't really know how he pulled that off. And a couple of, well, at least one of those years, we should have been better than 9-4. How we lost the SEC East that one year is still beyond me. I mean, all we had to do was win, one SEC game down the stretch, and we couldn't even do that. I blame that wholly and solely and completely on Mr. Butch Jones. Who's better, Pruitt or Mullen? Good question, Matt. I guess just based on what they've done so far, you'd have to say Mullen. But 20 years from now may not even be a legit question, you know. Pruitt may end up being the next, I don't know. He may end up being the first Jeremy Pruitt for all we know. Yeah, Scooter, Alvin Kamara he's some kind of word better than beast. I mean, dude's a stud for sure. We need a couple more of those. I think we've got one in the waning months to come at Tennessee. I think we got one coming up. Quarterback's our problem. Maybe not so much this year. Well, obviously, offensive line's our problem, but you know what's going to happen down the road when JG's gone. We don't know anything about these other two guys. Seemed like throughout my entire life as a Tennessee fan, we always had at least one guy waiting in the wings that we felt pretty comfortable, that was going to do good and handle the job fine. This is the first time in a long time maybe that I don't feel that way just because I don't know. Garantano gets hurt. What in the world? We don't have a clue who's stepping in. Yes, Tyler Bird, we do. Like Jeremy said, we need more trucks. We need bigger trucks. We've got just as many trucks as anybody else. We just need bigger ones. Where'd you go, Aaron? I know Aaron Ross popped in here for a minute. I don't know if he bailed or still here. Yeah, Tyler, I saw that. I did see that. I had to keep my tongue on that when I knew for weeks that he had Fulmer coming up. And guys, stay tuned. He's got some other surprises coming for you guys. Yeah, Catfish doing big things over there. The addition of Billy has made all of that stuff possible for him. But, his go-get-'em, call-anybody attitude is what got him Billy. So, he's proof that if you just keep banging on doors and dialing digits, at some point somebody's going to say, sure. But I never saw it. I don't even think I know. He told me he had no clue in hell that was ever going to happen. But that's what happens on here. I mean, let's take one guy as a primary example, EDP 445. Now, 5 years ago, there's no way in hell that guy thought that he was going to be where he's at now on YouTube, and I still don't understand it. I, for the life of me, don't understand it. I don't get it. His content is garbage now. I know it's funny. Some of it's really funny, and funny sells in any market. But I don't understand how he gets away talking about the shit he talks about with YouTube. I mean, I thought, what about this whole censorship thing, you know? I'm afraid to even talk about what he talks about because I'm afraid I'll get a strike. Crazy. Sarcastic question of the day. Do you miss a Justin Worley-led offense or a Tyler Bray? Hey, man, Tyler Bray-led offense was pretty badass, don't you think? I mean, they racked up. They set records with that offense. In fact, if our defense hadn't been so horrible, we might still be looking at Derek Dooley as our head coach, which that would actually be a good thing now because that would mean that he had been successful and still be here, and we would all love him. You couldn't help love the way Derek Dooley talked and the things he talked about. But he was just another one of those guys with all those weird-ass habits. And me and Billy Ratliff talked about this. The concrete dog, the sayings, Butch Jones and the trash cans and all that stupid shit. Thankfully, so far, I haven't seen one inkling of Jeremy Pruitt doing any of that stupid, retarded, excuse my phrasing of that word. I shouldn't use that word, I guess. It's not politically correct. Dumbass stuff like that. I mean, that shit obviously does not work. I mean, I guess if Nick Saban started using it at Alabama, everybody would all of a sudden say it works. But clearly what works are bigger trucks, faster cars, and a lot of them. Call Rommel. Yeah, that was great. Hey, actually, Scooter, T. Martin's offense wasn't that good, especially in his second year. We should have lost to Memphis. Damn, that was awful that day. God, it was blistering hot. We couldn't score. We should have lost that game. See what you can do about getting them to stop playing loud country hip-hop music between plays. Dude, Matt, nothing would make me happier. Well, somehow you always have a way of knowing when I'm live streaming. What's up, Catfish?
Are you really live streaming, damn it?
I really am, but that's okay. I mean, it's just random, just talking about whatever. We've done had Uncle Lou on here. So,
Uncle Lou was on?
Yeah, what's going on? Hey, did you hear that Volunteer Roadshow had Philip Fulmer on a couple of weeks ago?
You gotta be shitting me, really?
He did, man. I swear to Allah, he did. What's going on, man?
He's going places.
That's what I was just talking about, Talking about guys like you and Uncle Lou and EDP and other people.
He's gone off the hook the last couple of years.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, if you or I talked about...
I can't even watch the stuff he does now. I mean, it's like freaking R-rated, X-rated.
Yeah, it's like XR rated.
Yeah.
I mean, his thumbnail the other day... God, his thumbnail... I'm not even going to say it. If you guys want to see what his thumbnail was the other day, just go look. Even I was appalled and couldn't believe it. But, I mean, apparently YouTube's not as serious about that censorship thing as they let on for their bigger YouTubers. I don't know.
Yeah. Bigger YouTubers like you and BBD, Uncle Lou.
Yeah, Hey, me and Uncle Lou aren't getting Philip Fulmer on the show.
No.
What's
the subject matter?
Right now, we were just... earlier, we were talking about Florida and all the trouble they're having down there.
Oh, yeah, they're leaving like crazy.
Now, I guess here lately I was just kind of babbling, rambling on, reading comments and stuff. Actually talked a little bit about Derek Dooley. Somebody, Aaron Ross, asked me, which I would, I'm paraphrasing here, which I would rather have, a Tyler Bray offense or a Justin Worley offense. How would you answer it? Yep, see, that was too easy.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying that, if not for a shitty defense, Derek Dooley might still be at Tennessee. I mean,
That's true.
He was a couple of bad plays away from coming back that for a fourth year. And
yeah.
Who knows?
The same way with Butch Jones that last year. He was giving up, letting South Carolina off the hook at home.
Yeah.
He was a couple of plays away from hanging on for another year. I mean, I'm glad it ended, though.
Yeah, I mean, quite obviously, if he'd have taken us to the next step, winning the East, we would have loved him.
You can't take you to the next step with a effing trash can.
He proved it when all he had to do was win one SEC game out of 3 down the stretch, and he couldn't do it against Missouri, Vandy, and Kentucky. And South Carolina, he had 4 shots at it, didn't he, actually?
Yep.
Yeah, good God.
And then what was it, 16? We had the East sewed up.
Yeah, that's pretty much the year I'm talking about. I mean, he had to work hard to not win the East that year.
And Vanderbilt, I believe, knocked us out of it, didn't they?
Well, yeah, I mean, that was just because it was our last game.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, chances are we were going to get smoked again by Alabama, but it would have been nice to have taken a shot at them. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Because we actually played them close.
Yeah.
Was it that year or the other one? Was the year down in Tuscaloosa when we could have won and I vomited leaving the stadium. Well, I can't think of a better place to puke than Tuscaloosa. So, Matt W. asked, where will Eric Berry land?
Jeez, I don't know.
Well, he's like a cat, so he'll land on his feet somewhere. What?
I hadn't even heard. The only thing I heard was Tampa was in the money, and I think the Dolphins. And
I thought I heard the Browns.
Yeah, maybe
that'd
be a good place for him.
I mean, it's probably going to be obviously whoever floats him the most money, and B, I don't think Eric wants to go anywhere where he doesn't have a shot at winning a ring. I don't think he would
have a chance. He would have a chance at Cleveland.
Well, I mean, that's the thought. I mean, I think they're going to do well this year. I don't know that they're going to do as well as most people are thinking, but because you got Baker, he's gonna hit that sophomore wall, I think.
Yeah.
There's no way he's having another year like he had last year, but I kind of hope he does, man. I kind of became a surrogate Browns fan last year. I'm
interested in seeing the chemistry between Odell Beckham and Baker Mayfield.
And anybody.
and anybody, but especially Baker Mayfield. They have a lot of the same attitude, you know.
Yeah.
It might work.
Yeah, they're both pricks.
Yeah.
So maybe two. Well, 2 pricks is always better than 1, but we'll see how
that's what she
said. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out on a football field. Yeah. Joshua Dobbs has a massive jock strap to fill in Pittsburgh, says Matt W. Well, I don't think he has to fill it yet, does he?
I think Roethlisberger's probably back for another year.
Yeah, Big Ben's not going anywhere. He had a pretty good year last year, if I'm not mistaken.
And I just don't follow the NFL the last couple of years like I used to.
Well, last year was tough for me, obviously, because the Cardinals sucked so bad. And when your team sucks, it makes it hard to really follow the NFL closely. The NFL to me has always just been something to do on Sunday, to get me one
just upset
one day closer to Saturday.
Didn't get a ring. Larry Fitzgerald deserved a ring, and he had his chance
when y'all had the grocery stock boy. What's his name?
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, and I hated him too.
At the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams, the Giants. Warner, Kurt Warner.
Yeah, Kurt Warner. That was it.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that pick there at the end of the first half, Kurt.
Yeah.
One of the craziest, most exciting plays in Super Bowl history, of course, goes against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
They really
How long
had.
have you been streaming?
I'm almost an hour. 52 minutes. Yeah, I wanted to start streaming earlier, about 8 o'clock. My cousin came over and we got to talking about a bunch of stupid stuff and just lost track of time. And he left, and I said, hell, I'm still going to get on here for an hour or so and see what's up. I wasn't expecting you or Uncle Lou to call in.
Yeah. Hey, if I'd have been on there, Roland could have asked his question. Has he been in today?
Yeah, he did. He's already asked it. He actually asked it while Lou was in here. Lou had no idea about the question. The question tonight was who would win at dice.
Oh shit, that's all luck anyway.
Well, I said Uncle Lou would win because he's shadier than you and I, and he'd figure out a way to cheat.
Yeah, he'd load the dice up with something.
Yeah, if there's a way to cheat at dice, he'd figure it out. Aaron Ross says hello.
What's up, Aaron?
Oh,
I should be back to live streaming hopefully this next Friday. I've got a new audio service where I can have better audio and video when I'm on the other side of the country from Billy there. And I'm hoping we're going to do some tests. Billy's down in Savannah. His oldest son graduated college. And their graduation, I think, is today or tomorrow.
God,
so.
college?
Yeah.
When you told me that earlier today, I swear I was thinking high school.
Oh, college.
Billy's like 4 or 5 years younger than me, and he's got a kid graduating college. Wow, crazy.
Well, that's not that. He's a little bit younger than that. I think he's probably born in '77. I think.
Who, Billy?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. When did he graduate at Tennessee? 99?
Well, that was his last year. He redshirted in '95.
Right.
And he played 96, 97, 98, and he got hurt early in '99 and didn't finish the season.
So he's about 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just getting started at getting old.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I've actually got a kid that's in his 30s, but nobody knows about him, so. You know about him.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Devils times 4. Catfish the trucker is the backbone of America. That is true.
That's right.
That's true. Matt W. says he heard Eric Berry's going to the Cowboys or the Niners. God, I hope he doesn't go to the Niners.
Yeah.
They're my mortal enemy in the NFL. That's why it pained me to see them, the Niners organization, having so much class on the draft night with the Reggie Cobb stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they did show some good class.
Scooter, the call-in number is 423, but my call-in number phone is dead right now. I haven't streamed in a while.
So you have to have his private number to get in. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I wouldn't call it private, but you have to have my cell phone number to get in, which I've thought about giving it on here anyway, but I thought better of it because I already get enough of those. Well, I told you today, those bullshit random calls. I'm even getting them on this other phone. I don't know where those are coming from. I guess everybody gets them.
Yeah, it is.
From the recordings.
They say if you get in these where they just ring once and stop and then call back and ring once and stop again, that those are scams.
Really?
And when you call that number back, it's like it's got charges to it or something. I don't know.
Well, that would make sense. I never call any of them back Even,
I
I
don't
mean,
either.
they're so advanced now that they use local numbers.
Yeah.
And there's an app out there. I don't know if it's still out there or people still use it, but a few years ago, I was renting a washer and dryer from a rental place here in town, and I got to be pretty good acquaintances with the guy that managed the place, and he made me a bet for $1 one day that he could make me answer the phone. And I was like, "You're crazy, dude. You're not gonna make me answer the phone." And he said, "I'll bet you $1. I know I can make you answer the phone." I was like, "All right, this guy's an idiot." So I shook his hand on the dollar, and I'm going down the road, and about 3 minutes later, my aunt calls. And I picked up the phone, hello, and it was him.
Holy shit, why did he do that?
He had some kind of app that could read your phone, your contacts, and call you using them as the number.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that
You
tripped
gotta
me
be
out.
kidding me.
Yeah, I don't really see how that's legal, but what's up,
I
Brian?
don't think it is.
Let's see. Where we at here?
Who all's in here?
The usual suspects. We only got 11 in here right now. The numbers started dropping like rocks when you called in. I'm just kidding.
I don't doubt it.
It's been a slow night anyway. I don't think I've gone over 20 but once. Matt W, Scooter, Devils times 4, Aaron Ross. For some reason, my voice is leaving me. Flint, of course, is here.
What's up, Flint?
And those are the
Flint
only.
a Tiki Totem, a Tennessee one.
Michael Rector's in here. I didn't see that. I hope you're still in here, Michael. What's up, buddy? Even with my glasses and me being able to see better now, the computer, I still miss.
Is that getting better?
Yeah, they're finally getting better. My head quit hurting a couple of days ago. I know that's hard to imagine. A head like this ought to hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Brian says me and the son both here. That's good. I know Brian and his son are longtime regular BBD viewers. I appreciate it. Yeah, those are about.
Speaking of son, I got to stop by and see Sam at St. Jude. Went out and had some catfish. I was there 3 or 4 hours.
How's he feeling?
He's probably not good now, but then he was doing real well.
Well, yeah, I guess my question should have been, I know how he feels. How's his spirits?
Yeah, this is his first day back on the next round of chemo, and that's always kicking his ass.
Yeah. And he's what, 12?
He's on 12.
Yeah. Damn, man. That's rough.
Yeah.
Things
And
like
he's
it.
skinny, man, and really, he's lost all his muscle and fat. I mean, he's nothing but bones, except for his face looks like a balloon.
That's the
from
steroids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's always been skinny, hadn't he? Or not skinny, but thin.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
is sad to see. He was wearing shorts, and I saw his legs, and it was almost like just bone and skin.
Man, that sucks.
Kind of hits you in the ticker when you see your boy like that.
Oh,
but
I'm
he'll
sure.
Get back over it.
Yeah, he'll bounce back. First of all, he's young. Second of all, he's a catfish offspring.
Yeah, I hope that helps him, not hurts him. Anyway.
I think it will. I actually do. I think it'll make him a much stronger person moving forward. What's up, El Nino? Took me a second to be able to read that one.
El Nino, I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's random. He comes and goes. I got a question. Andy Summers, what's up, man? Football in October. What makes me mad is the way our team played. Russ in the house. Russ, damn it, I always struggle with this last name too.
Marinor or
Yeah,
something like that.
Morinor.
Panama City or something like that. I think he's down there in the Panhandle.
He said prayers for you and your son, by the way.
Appreciate that, Russ. Thank you.
Are you familiar? I know you probably don't have a lot of time to go on Bad Dog's page. He's got a thing over there.
From time and time.
Well, if you go over there now, he's got a little tab that says join, and you click that join tab.
That's a membership.
Right.
It's like the YouTube version of Patreon.
Okay. I don't know if it's all standard $4.99, but he's got like 20 some members.
Yeah, you can. It's like the YouTube version of Patreon.
Oh, so that means those assholes are probably getting half of it.
Yeah, I don't know the deal on it. I saw something come up on my channel the other day, and it didn't seem too appealing. Patreon, I think, is better because they don't keep as much.
Yeah.
And I'm going to redo my Patreon page now that I've got Billy, kind of incorporate him into it. And
yeah, I don't know what to do.
Thinking about some ideas.
I was starting to wonder if mine was even working, so when I came in tonight, I asked some people in here to go check on it, and Flint said it's up and it's running. He left a comment, so I guess it's working.
You need to start posting your videos over there. I need to do the same thing. You can post like Facebook over there on it too. I don't know exactly how it goes.
Yeah,
we've got this watch event for all the home and away games at Hound Dogs this year, and I'm going to incorporate my Patreon with that somehow. I don't know yet.
Well, if those turn out to be successful, you can piggyback a lot of stuff off of that.
Yeah. I just want to, I just want it to be a tradition where everybody knows that if there's a game, there's going to be a 10 at Hound Dogs, and we're going to be watching the games all day, not just Tennessee, and having a good time. Have food vendors there, and just have a good time.
I meant to tell you, and I just totally slipped my mind. Klein Everhart offered to loan you guys a trailer for that if you needed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Cool.
So season gets closer, we'll check into that.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from Jesse. He's talking to the guy that owns the shopping center on exactly where
right
we can put everything.
You know what would be cool? I was brainstorming that day. Wouldn't it be cool if we could have one of Klein's trailers down there and have live music?
Yeah.
Maybe that's something.
Me and Jesse talked about some live music, and he's got some people that he's looking at there too. So I don't know.
Maybe something down the road.
Yeah. Jesse's wanting to put up a really, really big tent, like one of those big tents.
Yeah, like one of the circus tent type.
Yeah.
Andy Summers.
There, and I think it'd be good.
Andy Summers, my thoughts on Kyler Murray being drafted. I love it. I'm not going to say I wasn't sold on what's his bucket, but I never liked him coming out of UCLA. Rosen, I never was a huge fan. My boy Cattle Dog loved Rosen, but I like the upside of Murray a lot better right now. He's definitely the more athletic of the two, and with their offensive line in Arizona being on par with Tennessee's, he's going to have to be able to run, or he's going to get killed like Rosen did last year.
Speaking of Arizona, I'm driving by the sign for the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, you asshole. Tell it I said hello. Tell the sign I said hello.
Oh, okay.
And ask it if it misses me.
You'll never let me live that down.
No, I won't.
We had some trucking to do.
Yeah, I understand. Devils Times 4 says, I want to see a green devil in burnt orange one day. Devils Times 4 is a Texas fan, sadly.
Oh, man.
But he's a Devils fan first, so that's cool. You're going to see a devil in Tennessee orange next year. I've been waiting for that to happen for a long time.
Let me ask you a question. Jesse asked me, he said he's got a couple of food vendors, and he's got one guy that's got a beer license. What is your initial thought of having beer at these watch parties? And then I'll tell you mine.
I don't know if I want to give you my. You know how I feel about alcohol.
I know. Yep.
But at the same time, I think if it's an option, it could either draw more people or turn more people away. I don't think there's an upside to alcohol anywhere.
That's what I was looking at, and I look at everything I do like a business. You know that.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought of is somebody had too much beer and killed somebody in a car wreck, and it would come back to me and Billy and Hound Dogs and whoever. You know, there's a lady out there in Texas right now that just got charged for an accident that happened 2 years ago, where she was the bartender that should have cut the guy off that killed a bunch of people.
Wow.
And they just arrested her.
Aaron, no, I don't have tiers on Patreon yet, mainly because I don't have any Patreon members yet. It's kind of pointless to have tiers when you don't have any. I don't even. What do you even call it? Patrons?
I guess.
Yeah, I haven't had anybody yet join it and donate or whatever it's called, whatever you do. I'm not sure. So hopefully this fall, when the business of viewers picks up, you know, hey, what's up, John Brooks? You know, that'll change.
I'm getting like a subscriber a day. I think today was an anomaly. I think I got 2 today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked about that earlier. I'm right there with you, man. And I guess.
Tell Aaron I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to him more in the suite. I had a bad headache and there was a lot going on, and I wanted to talk to him more because he's been a good viewer of both of us.
Yeah.
So, I'll make it up to him.
That was fun that day, man. I hung out with him a lot, actually. Got to talk to him quite a bit. That was very enjoyable. Youngblood in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you too.
Youngblood?
Let's see. I know you do. John Brooks is always showing some love.
What's up, John Brooks? Smash that like button. Lick that like button. Whatever he said. I think he says that.
Lick the like button. That's a new one on me.
I think he used to say that.
Let's see. Scooter says, I'm seriously thinking about starting an LSU channel. Pretty sure about doing it. Do you have any regrets, or do anything different? I don't have any regrets, no. I mean, but doing things different, yeah, I wish I'd have done things differently when the Lane Kiffin video happened, because that was my chance back then to blow this channel up. But back then, I didn't know anything about it. You know, I just...
Nobody did,
yeah, really.
It was new.
Yeah. And that was a good opportunity, because, like I was saying earlier, I was the first person, maybe on YouTube, to ever be... to have a video shown on, like, a national sports channel. Granted, they were making fun of me, but that's what it's all about, you know? Yeah. What's that saying? If they're talking shit about you, they're talking about you. Yep. That's it. Yep. But no regrets.
I got some advice. Make what you would want to see, and then do your title, and then your description, and then shoot your video, and keep them short, 5 minutes or less.
Yeah, that's been the general rule of thumb from day one. The only problem with that now is live stream. You know, everybody's going to live streams.
Yeah. I would stay away from live stream until you had enough subscribers that really followed you. You know, got into the 300 or 400 range at least.
Yeah, I don't really know what to think about that. You know, it's do them both, or do one. You know, get good at one and then work on the other. Just do what I've always said, man, is do you. You know, don't be yourself. Somebody you're not, because it'll show. It will definitely show up. I haven't sent you a link yet, Catfish, but I'm going to, of this dude that I found earlier today. His name is Truth Surge. And when he's shaven, when his beard is shaved off, he looks like George Carlin. But right now he looks like a daggone 90-year-old grandpa. The dude is amazing. He sings and plays guitar and just does all kinds of musical stuff. And it's unreal. He sings everything from Alan Jackson to friggin' Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, that's my group.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's my band.
Hey, now the Iron Maiden stuff he does is not the greatest. But
it's hard to duplicate Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I've only seen one person on YouTube that could nail Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing Greenville football through BBD videos. Thanks, Russ. I'm looking forward to putting them out there. Yes, he does, Brian, if you're talking about the truth guy. Yeah, he does. He does good GNR. He does good everything, really. My cousin saw it and he's like, auto-tune. I'm like, no, dude, it's not friggin' auto-tune. We argued about that for 10 minutes. I'm not sure how auto-tune works, but this guy he's got a legit voice. And even professional singers, they use tools in the studio to make them sound better. And to clean their voice up and stuff like that. The dude even does Stevie Nicks.
Really?
Yeah. And he's like, see, there's no way this dude can do Stevie Nicks. I said, have you never heard of guys that do impressions?
She's got a deep voice anyway.
Well, I mean, there's people that do impersonations all the time that can sound like anybody. And so, Justin, if you're watching, you're wrong, boy.
Well, I'm about to lose signal, and so I'm going to go ahead and give a plug. I want to steal some of your subscribers, like I was accused of, and tell everybody we're going to get back and forth. I've got some players lined up and some neat things coming up on the Volunteer Roadshow. But
you were accused of stealing some of my subscribers.
And one of our buddies, he was mad because somebody said that Volunteer Roadshow was stealing your subscribers, and I'm like, you can't steal somebody's subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, you can get people to subscribe to both channels. And I guess technically you could steal subscribers, like if you say, hey, come subscribe to my channel and unsubscribe to BBD.
Yeah, come subscribe to Volunteer Roadshow and unsubscribe from BBD.
Right, that's the way you steal subscribers.
You won't regret it.
That might be true. You never know.
You got me into this. You're my buddy. You're my brother.
A lot of good that's done me, right?
Yeah.
Well, you be safe out there.
All right, I'm fixing to cross into New Mexico here in just a minute. That's where I lose signal.
I'll send you the link here when I get done. I'm about to wrap this one up anyway.
All right, see you back.
Take care. What's the confession there, Aaron? There's a bunch of people that are subscribed to both. In fact, hell, I hope all of them. Well, that wouldn't make any sense if I said I hope all of my subscribers are subscribed to Volunteer Roadshow. But if that was the case, he'd have the same amount of subscribers as me, now wouldn't he? Yeah, that's it, Youngblood. That's the catfish. That should be his sign off on YouTube. See you, bye. I'm going to recommend that because that's the way he signs off on a telephone. But I'm going to end this random stream tonight. I freaking, for some reason, losing my dang voice. I don't know why. But we'll be back on here Sunday night, of course. Our usual. I might start 30 minutes earlier Sunday night because I've been really enjoying doing these. I enjoy talking to you guys. And sometimes we get wrapped up talking about stuff and run out of time. And plus, I want to get started talking before my roommate catches a buzz because he gets to be an asshole. Not an asshole, but he likes to sit over there in the living room and talk while we're trying to do this. But you guys have a great Friday night. If you're out there driving later on tonight, wear your seatbelts, and obviously don't drink and drive. My suggestion would be not to drink at all, but to each his own. Just be safe, and we will see you soon. You guys know the drill. Have a great night. and an even better tomorrow.